Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Lady Ballers. It's a movie that the previews make you think, or at least made me think, that it was going to star pretty much all the Daily Wire hosts, from their various shows. But really, it stars Jeremy Boring and a bunch of random people, and then the various Daily Wire hosts make very quick cameos. There's a couple that make a little bit longer cameos, have a few parts throughout. If you've watched Dodgeball, the host where it's like, bold move, Cotton, let's see if it pays off. So there's a couple of Daily Wire hosts that are in those positions, and really this feels like they were trying to go for a Dodgeball feel. It's been a few years since I've seen the movie Dodgeball, but I feel like that general type of thing is what they were going for here. And so the general premise is that a bunch of dudes were state champions in high school, and then their coach is having a midlife crisis, I guess, and is just like, let's get the team back together and be champions again. But none of these guys are Olympic tier athletes anymore. But he's like, we can join the female team. We can be on the women's basketball team and be amazing at this. So then they go and decide to be a women's basketball team. And there are some funny parts, but really, this movie wasn't as entertaining for me because it's bringing what happens when you let males compete in women's sports to its logical conclusion. So that kind of takes out a lot of the funniness to me because it's literally what's going to be happening, and then a lot of the dialogue just kind of hits the general talking points that you would see these various hosts have when talking about the subjects that they are covering in this movie. So, if you can't process what happens when you let males in women's sports, watch this movie and you will see what the inevitable conclusion will be. But if you are just looking for a funny, entertaining movie with, maybe some sideline, it's not quite as funny as I was hoping. And I think some of that comes down to not a lot of. I think some of it is the script, obviously, because they're trying to get so many of their points in while being on this somewhat of a storyline thing. But I think some of it is that it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of actual actors in this. So you get the acting quality that you would imagine from people who are not necessarily actors. So yeah, but if you're not familiar and aren't sure, take a watch and then think about it for a bit, and you'll be like, oh, there's some good points. The other thing that really bugged me is that the last game or the last scene or whatever, it's heartwarming, it's nice, I liked it in terms of the last game, but what bugged me is that they made this big old thing about certain things happening, and they slow mode and show you this, that, and the other thing, and it was great and funny and worked, but every time they cut to a wide angle shot, the score on the scoreboard wasn't matching. And then, despite all these things happening, then the outro of the game, once again, the scores didn't match what you were seeing in the game. So it's just what? That's a really easy editing fix, man. What gives? Also, Daily Wire continues to not have a Daily Wire app for any major TV manufacturer, just a Roku app. Some people don't have Roku, okay? So what gives? And then also, just for your awareness, they also have this thing called Bent Key, which is their children's television show setup. So you just throw your kid on watching that stuff and there you go. But the app doesn't work half the time. And obviously, it's so new that no TV manufacturers are supporting that either. But the number of times that I've been oh, I have some free time now, I want to watch that cool Rune-looking show, and then the fucking app doesn't work. Fix your fucking app, Daily Wire. How long has it been? Your app For Daily Wire itself has had some problems. You still don't have a streaming app for it on any of the TV manufacturers, and then you can't even get Bentkey to work at all. Like, fix your shit. You're making enough money, fix your shit. Anywho, this movie, it's okay. Not as funny as I was hoping. A little bit too on the nose, which kind of removes some of the funniness for me. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.